So out of all the great Paducah athletes that I've created, boom, oh my God, this is Derek Paducah Jr.'s dad. And I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of like him, but boom, he is a lot better, and he is very physical, and he's gonna get in that end zone with bad intentions, but he's a duo player. He plays linebacker as well. He will come down and boom, you too. But there was only one problem. He had to make a big decision soon if he wanted to play linebacker or running back in college. And I'm not gonna lie, he's just like his son. He kind of is going into his senior year with no offers, but I'm not gonna lie, he absolutely went ballistics. But he was absolutely fired up. But with these schools right here being his 6 offers, I'm not gonna lie, he's not taking the same route as his son, so he will commit to LSU. And going into the first practice, he catches the ball out of the backfield and took it to the crib, and coach was like, I love that. But it was kind of a crazy thing. He was third on the depth chart, but in their family, there always been work. But as you can see, he dunk on you and he will drag you into the end zone. Coach said you're doing very well, and you could challenge that next string next week. With running back being the only offers that he had, he couldn't play linebacker, so he had to go as a running back. And third string on the depth chart was not fun. He was absolutely on the bench, watching his team just, absolutely get done up, fumble the ball, and just not play like themselves. But as you can see on 3rd and 5, they just were not getting it done. And Derek Paducah wanted to go out there, but going into my position of battle against N. Kane, absolutely hit that sideline and got boomed. But coach liked it. My skill points went up. Juke. Oh my God. I break a tackle, hit outside, and I got hit. But guess what? I'm number 2 on that depth chart, and I'm ready to play. But absolutely touching the field for the first time on field goal, it felt good. I was absolutely fired up. I was just happy to be out there. And by any means, I was not going to give up. I was going to wait till my number was called, and it was called on 2nd and 5, and absolutely threw an interception, and they almost took it for 6. It's just not going good every time I get in the game. I'm wide open. The QB's not throwing me the ball. I had 0 stats on the whole line. After taking that huge loss, I think coach kind of moved on with me because he didn't give me the chance to move up the depth chart. So I said, I'm going to take it into my own hands and show coach that he needs to put me in that game. And I said, I'm going to go crazy when I get in the game. I'm going to bounce it outside, coach, and I'm going to hit it up that sideline and pound it down that team's throat. But as you can see, coach, I can catch it out the backfield too, and oh my God, spin move, hit up that sideline, and I would go all the way for 6. Again, later in practice, I didn't give up. I was keeping my foot on that pedal and going all the way to the crib with bad intentions. I said, coach, give me that chance. But as you can see, I hit it outside. Bam! Get off of me. I'm going to run you over and take it again. And I said, coach, hold on. I'm not giving up. I'm still going to show you why I need to be that number 1 running back. But he said next week you can challenge that next string, and I guess that practice paid off for me. But getting in on 2nd and 6, bam, I'm going to give it all I got, and I'm going to help them all I can. So I went and laid a big block, and we take it up the field. And as you can see on 2nd and 7, I get that ball, bam, first touchdown. I said, yes, sir. That's how you go up on Kent State early, and I throw that ball on the ground because he's not a grown man. But on 3rd and 7, I catch that thing out of the backfield, hit that sideline, and I would almost escape, but I got shoestring tackled. But on 1st and 10, I could hit it up outside, take it for my 2nd TD, and I said, coach, I told you. But I'm not gonna lie, it was a miracle getting player of the game as a 2nd string running back. But the week that we all have been waiting for, Derek Paducah gets his position battle against a good one for that 1st string spot, and he was toting that ball hard early on, and as you can see, he bounces it outside, and he will win the position battle with that run right there. But guess what? He wanted to add some icing to it. He breaks one tackle and almost takes it to the crib. But the last play of practice, I said, I'm a boom, end it off in style. He took it to the highs. But as you can see, I'm now the number 1 running back on the depth chart. After losing those 2 games without me being here and only winning 1, going into the next game against Auburn, I'm going to show this team why they should have had me starting from the start, LSU. But on 2nd and 6, juke, oh my God, he about broke loose, but he got shoestring. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, Derek Paducah hits it inside, hits it back outside, and he would take it all the way to the crib. It's now 10-0. It's time to run that score up. It's only right. But on 2nd and 9, he almost broke out of that little cave he was in, but they got him down. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, he redirects himself, jukes up that field, and gets shoestringed again. They are getting lucky. I'm not gonna lie. They keep shoestringing him, but bam! bam, you can't shoestring when someone runs through you. But on 2nd and 10, I run through him, and as you can see, oh boy, I about stiff-armed you off of me. But he did bring me down, so I give him his props. But on 2nd and 10, it's 24-0, and Derek Paducah wants to run the score up. He was fired up. He gets player of the game with 3 total TDs. But after taking that big win, going into practice week, I'm not gonna lie, we use Coach Prime's quote, "It's personal. This is the #1 team, and they are 3-0, so I took it to the crib early." Derek Paducah was not playing, but it's 7-7. We have to fight adversity. Oh my God, spin move, and he hits it back outside, and Derek Paducah sure did go into this game with no doubt, and no one is gonna show Georgia who he is. He doesn't care about anything. Juke. He almost stayed up, but he will get brought down. Going to the next play on 3rd and 6, I couldn't get anything started, and I'm not gonna lie, Georgia is getting the best of us. It's 28-14, and we have to score, and guess what? We will go score to make it 21, and they go down and score again. It's 21-35 now, but guess what? We strike back, but it's only 31 seconds to go. We will kick the onside kick, and they will recover the ball. And you know what they go do? They end us the old-fashioned way and go kneel the ball. We're going to lose the game. I end the game off with 3 rushing TDs, not a too bad game. After taking that huge loss, we absolutely heard it from Coach. I mean, he gave it to us. I mean, he said, if you guys want to make a run for this conference championship game, you cannot lose another game. And we're kind of already at the bottom of the bracket. But Derek Paducah came out intense to this next game against Mississippi State. He will go outside and just absolutely outrun these kids. They are just not on his level at all. He would dive for 6, but going into the next play, hit it upside. Oh my God, he breaks a tackle, break back outside, and oh my God, they look like fools. I mean, they all tripped over themselves. I mean, what are they doing? I was absolutely fired up. But as you can see, I have an inside zone, breaks 1 tackle, and I could hit it back outside, and I'm just having a fantastic game. I mean, Coach gave it to us, but I'm going to take it and run with it and show Coach that we are not going to lose another game. And as you can see, he bounces it outside again and hurdles up for 6. And guess what? He breaks the rushing yard school record against Darius Guy. And to just break accolades like that as a freshman running back is crazy. Bam! Get out of the way on 1st and 10. I will run him over, and oh my God, just look at this kid. He did a split. What is he doing? Get up, buddy. You look like a fool. But as you can see, we get player of the game with 6 total TDs. Going into our next game against the 2-3 Florida Gators, I mean, they absolutely rallied that ball, and I said, you know what? I'm putting my foot down. We're not losing anymore, and we're gonna win this game. So on 3rd and goal, I took it to the crib early. But on 1st and 10, I kind of bounced it back outside. I stutter stepped on that play right there. But as you can see, I will absolutely outrun the defense of Florida. What were they doing out there? But on 1st and 10, I have a counter play. I act like I was going inside zone, bounced it back outside. Oh my God, spin move, break 1 tackle, and he could, and he would go all the way for 6, and he dives because that boy is the man. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, he hit it upside, and he could, and he would. It's 21-0. What are these kids out there doing? They cannot stop Derek Paducah. I can tell you that much. He gives all praises to the Most High. Again, later in the game, the defense let up 14 points, but it is now 41-14. It's time to take over and put a stamp down. But on 1st and 10, they thought I had the ball, but the QB had it, and he absolutely fumbles the ball, and the Florida Gators will take it for 6. We cannot be making turnovers like that. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, I break 1 tackle. Oh my God, a spin move, and he almost broke back out, but he gets shoestring. He got up and said, yes, sir. But on 2nd and 6, as you can see, he bounces it outside. Great blocks ahead. I might have the greatest O-line in college football. But Derek Paducah gets player of the game with 6 total TDs. After finally getting back on the road to win and going into our next game, bam! Bam! That's how you lower your shoulder and go get that first down at the same time. But on 1st and 10, Derek Paducah came out to this game intense, and I kind of think we are back on that road of winning. I don't think we're going to lose again. I don't see anyone beating us. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, he had an outside zone, read his block, and he could, and he would take it to the crib to take it 14 zip. But as you can see, on 1st and 10, he has a counterplay. Juke made both of them miss, and he dives because he's a grown man. But on 1st and 10, he's doing what he does special, catching that ball out of the backfield, breaking tackles, and also taking that thing to the crib after he catch that ball. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, he bounces it outside again, makes a miss because he's just lazy. I mean, absolutely just lazy. And I could and I would take it to the crib. Derek Paducke had a fantastic game. Coach took him out because he was just going crazy. He has a game off of 5 total TDs. On to our next game against absolutely some bums. How are they 0-24? I don't know, but guess what? I'll break some tackles and take that thing coast to coast. And Derek Paducke came out intense and took it to the crib. And he said, yes, sir, we home, baby. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, he has an inside zone and bam, boy, get out the way. I just wanted to truck him. I could have ran past him, but guess what? Derek Paducke is a physical running back. But on 1st and 10, as you can see on the goal line, he sees nothing but that LSU purple and yellow and takes it all the way to the crib, and he will break Leonard Fournette rushing school yards record. That's amazing right there. But on 2nd and goal, as you can see, he bounces it back up and takes it in for another one. It is now 35-0, and we're kind of just gonna go run the score up. I'm gonna take it in for another one and give all praise Most High. Has 6 total TDs. This right here is the game that will put us on the map if we go out and do our thing. And Derek Paducke came out of this one intense. He breaks a tackle and take it almost to the crib early. But on 2nd and 14, I mean, that's how you have a counter. Hit that thing upside, break a tackle, and they will rally that ball. That's one thing about Alabama. They coming. When them defenders gonna come, boy, you better run. But as you can see, I was absolutely fired up. And on 2nd and 9, I could and I would bounce it back outside. And that boy playing like he in Little League. He's taking it all the way across the field, hurdles, and goes in for 6. It is now 21-7. But guess what? The pass one ain't going to me, but I went to go get it because I want this game. We're going to win the game. I get 2 total TDs. And after that big game, when I told y'all I said that game might put us on the map, we are now the number 16 seed in the country. But as you can see, Derek Paducke start the game off against Texas A&M, takes it to the crib. I mean, they 3-7. We're going to treat it like lesser man. But as you can see, on 1st and 10, I juke and weave and could get up that sideline with bad intentions. And that boy is bad right there. Mama, that kid right there is bad. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, I bounce it outside again, and I could and I would take it to the crib and dive. But on 1st and 10, guess what? He takes it outside again. Jukes breaks a tackle, and they are rallying that ball, but I'm gonna throw him off of me. I'm a grown man, boy. Hey, son, you better come with it. Bam! Like I said, you better come with it. But as you can see, on 3rd and 12, I have the inside zone. I bounce it outside, breaks a tackle, and they are rallying that ball, but I'm throwing them off of me because I'm a grown man, like I said. But on 2nd and 6, we get down to that goal line. Juke, oh my God, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and he could, and he went dive. Oh my God. And I'll break the rushing TD record. Oh my God. Barry Sanders record. I broke it. That is amazing. I go on to get player of the game with 5 total TDs. This is our last big game until we get to that conference championship game. If we make it, we gotta win this game because they are leading the conference right now. But as you can see, look how Derek Paducke breaks 2 tackles and took it to the crib. I mean, that's amazing. We go up 7-0, and on 1st and 10, I bounce it outside and could and would go for 6, and I was absolutely fired up. I'm screaming and telling them boys, let's go. I want some more in the rain. I want all the smoke. But as you can see, on 1st and 10, Derek Paducke hits it outside, breaks tackles, and almost stayed on his feet. But on 1st and 10, he was tripping over himself, caught himself, breaks a tackle, and you got lucky. He about stayed on his feet. But on 1st and 10, juke. Oh my God. Derek Paducke finds a crease, and he will get shoestring tackled. But on 1st and 10, he has a counter plan. He could and he would dive for 6. And on 1st and 10, as you can see, he bounces it back inside, runs him over because he wants it. We go on and win the ball game. He gets player of the game with 4 total TDs, and we will hold up the boot trophy, baby. Let's go. And you think something is too hard? Never give up, because we lost 3 games and still made it to that number 1 seed of our conference. We're going into the SEC conference championship game, and oh my God, God, Derek Baduki about broke loose early on against Georgia. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, he breaks a tackle and gets up that sideline. He's trying to get MVP of this game. But as you can see on 2nd and 11, he jukes. He didn't even need to juke, but oh my God, spin moves, breaks a tackle, and that almost was the greatest run in history. As you can see, we will drive down the field and score on the goal line. And on 2nd and goal, Derek takes it in for another one. He said, "Coach, feed me. I'm hungry and I want it." And on 3rd and 1, as you can see, it was an inside zone, but he bounces it back outside. Boom, get off of me, kid. But he was stopped on the 1-yard line. But on 3rd and inches, oh my God, spin move. Could he break out of this somehow, some way? Oh my God, another spin move, and he could, and he would go all the way for 6, and that is an amazing run. And on 1st and 20, it's 35-35. Bam! Get off of me, and will he go all the way? He will put the game on the line and dive and go on and win the SEC Conference Championship. Derek Baduki, baby. But as you can see, he wins Heisman as a freshman. That is amazing. But this is the end of Derek Baduki freshman season. Drop in the comments down below if you enjoyed this video and what's next for him.